Hi, this is my first recorded lecture in years, so excuse me for being a little nervous. I'm going to do a brief one overviewing the course syllabus and course requirements, and then I'll basically do one roughly hour-long adventure for each chapter. Um, Okay, so when you log into My Scranton, I assume your page looks a lot like this. And over here, you have the LMS, which is cryptic and means something about learning. And it's a book, so we hit that. Now, this grid, which in my world means other Google tools are available, lists my courses. And I have pinned my two summer adventures down here. Your course, Psych 106, and Data Bootcamp, because I'm interested in machine learning and artificial intelligence, and I'm doing that too. Not teaching it, sort of taking it. All right, so we click on 106, and this is this. I don't use this system virtually ever. I'm almost certainly going to be using it for testing, because I will be limiting the amount of time you have access to tests. I'm testing in a way that's quite different than I normally do because you're sitting somewhere random, and I have to assume that you have access to your text. So what the heck? We're going with open book and fairly high-end questions of short essay persuasion, which I normally never use, but I'm using with you guys. Now, there's a discussion board for this here, and I assume there's not too much here other than what I've done. So if you have random questions about the course, post under this thread. Do not start new threads because it gets chaotic, and that's my style, but most other people can't handle it. If you're posting something personal, like you're sick or something, don't post it there. Just send me a direct email. But if you have general questions about the course, the syllabus, the testing, anything, post it here. Because if you're confused, other people are confused. And I basically will not answer questions by email that affect more than just you. I want to be fair and balanced, and I like people who ask questions, but I want everyone to have the information, not just the person who asks the question. So that's going to be an important thread. And I've put up discussion boards for each chapter that I think we're covering, up through 15. If you have questions about material in a specific chapter, that's where you go to post it. I will try to keep an eye on it as vigilantly as possible. Other people should too. The best way to learn material, research has shown, is to be tested on the material. And if a peer has posted a question, consider it a test. Crack open your book and take a shot at answering the question. And please share your thoughts, because I want this to be a learning community, and we're not all sitting in the same classroom, and therefore the discussion boards are basically our only way for communal communication. Other than that, I will learn to use the quizzing system, and I will restrict quizzes to an amount of time that will comfortably allow you to answer the questions, assuming you've done the work you should have done before the quiz was scheduled. Okay, so there's that. Now, if we go back to the home page for the course, again, that grid that in Google means something different. I provided a link here to where I like to put my course materials. I don't want my future students to have access to specific courses to see how I run the course. So I will post as much as possible on Google Sites, and this site is completely open. This is one way to get to it. I'll show you another way. And you click and you're there. And there's the tasteful cover for the book. This, by the way, is a link back to the system we just left. And if you're already logged in, it'll just open up the course page. If you haven't logged in, it will ask you to log in, and presumably you've already mastered the issue of the cell phone push to get you into the system, and it should get you where you need to go. So over here right now, I only have the syllabus up. Normally, I would have a second link for the calendar of events for the course, but this course is so compressed where every day is basically a week that I've decided to put the calendar inside the syllabus. So let's visit the syllabus. So there we go, Drugs and Behavior, Psych 106, Summer 2019. Notice that it's Psych 106. Now, in my introductory email that everyone should have gotten, hopefully you're aware that this course cannot be taken by psych majors or psych minors, certainly not neuroscience majors. You can't use these credits to fulfill psych major or minor requirements. It's judged to be so low a content area that it and statistics in psychology are the only courses that you can take in psych without having had fundamentals of psychology. So I assume no prior knowledge in psychology, and certainly none in neuroscience or biology. This is a very good book. It's a brand new edition for me. I've taught out of the second, but I haven't seen the first. It's definitely an adult book. It has real content. We're using this for my advanced psychopharmacology course. We would skip the first third of the book because you would have had all that. But since this is a 100 level course, instead of diving into the depths of psychopharmacology, we will spend roughly the first third of the course building the foundation necessary to have a reasonable conversation about the rest of the book materials. Office hours seem a bit silly. I try to be pretty vigilant with my email. I'm way more vigilant with my text. There's my cell phone number there. If you feel the need to talk to me live, please send me a text before you call that includes your name, so I'll know what's happening. Because as I like to say, I don't talk to strangers. I won't probably answer the call. You can call my office number if you want, but it automatically, oh my goodness, I have to, 25 seconds. I have to stop. This is new. I never had to pay. I'll be back.